ahead. Yeah, absolutely.
No, I just wanted to touch on just like I said, just being able to give that educator standpoint. But I know, like with me, and I'm really, really big on and asking the right questions. But I know, like with speaking with my students, like whenever I hear them saying just different things, I'm like, did you even get that from? Like, how could you even conjure that up? And then, but I don't say it like that. I was, what's wrong? What has happened to you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or just asking those different questions, and then they'll just, I mean, they'll spill it. They are going to real good.
They're ready to talk.
They're ready to talk, and then
somebody.
and I'm able to take in that information, and then whenever I'm able to speak to the parents, then I'm I let the parents know, well, this is what he said, so you know what I mean, so that we can all be aware of what's going on, and then how we can work together as teacher, as parent, and making sure that if you're doing all this stuff around him, if you're saying these things, because they'll start telling the business, and then maybe you need to watch what you're doing around them, because they're coming back to school and inflicting that same pain that they're seeing in the household. And so sometimes parents are a little embarrassed, and I'm like, I'm not calling you to judge you. What I'm doing is I want to help save your child.
That's right.
So that that this is not a generational curse, and this is not reinventing itself and over and over and over again. So that's it. Asking the right questions.
And see, and that goes back to what you said, to what Anna said about some parents aren't receptive to hearing about their child. And so I think what I've gotten a lot from the conversation that we've had today is mentally preparing yourself for those tough conversations. Mentally preparing yourself to talk to those teachers, to those administrators. If it gets to the point where you're talking to those parents, that you are mentally prepared and you're in a space where you can remain calm and say what you have to say without all to, so you don't escalate a situation. So we have like 12 minutes left, but I want to also, so we have clearly seen, and like I said, if you read that article, we have seen where some of the teachers and administrators have dropped the ball in protecting our children. And so I wanted you all to speak as parents of what do you think should change. And I want to just, if I go first, and then I'll let you all talk. So my big thing that I would like to see from JCPS is more transparency. And I think that sometimes we sleep, and not at the expense of confidentiality, because you can be transparent and still be confidential. And I think they have to recognize that too. But also I would like to see, for my own child's safety, that reports of violence or bullying are taken seriously at the first report of it. We can't wait to see if we're going to hear about it again. And I think I understand why we have this progressive discipline process to give children time to redeem themselves. And I agree with that, because some students may have just strayed a little bit. But when it's months of torture, it should never be months. Would like to see, and I would call for JCPS to do a better job with communicating with these parents. Like I said, these are parents' most valuable, precious possession, and so we have to ensure their safety. But you all can tell like some things that you would like to see, or what do you think? How just some thoughts on the whole incident.
Well, me personally, I would just like to see more programs in place. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of think it should be, even if it's 20 minutes, 15 minutes, something daily. You know what I'm saying? Every day. Something needs to be done every day. To just this is just not accepted, and then I think JCPS should do a better job of like informing parents when stuff happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, if something happens to my kid, I need you to call me right now. It's no way that my kid should even get home and I haven't been notified. That's totally unacceptable to me. So I mean, really, those two things, just implementing some of these kids every day. Just a simple program could really just change things. It really could. And then, to let these kids know that if you are going through something, it's okay to come and talk to us. It's okay to come to our teacher, our principal, our, counselor. It's okay, because we can get through this together. So I just, again, having an open door policy, just letting them know that they have somebody. If you can't talk to your parents, it's somebody that you can reach out to.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, definitely from a parent and as an educator, we have to work together. We have to stick together. If you feel like that your child's teacher, the administrative staff is not doing what they need to do, like do knock on doors, show up, sit in classrooms.
Presence,
Presence,
is
like
important.
be there, show up, and as an educator, like I'm telling you, and parents who show up, you're gonna make, you know what I mean? You're gonna do what you're supposed to do anyway. I mean, speaking on behalf of myself, but when you have that presence of the parent, you're gonna make sure that you do everything you can to work together with that student. But I would also say definitely more programs. I know that JCPS had an initiative with the Compassionate Schools. I absolutely love that. We do meditation every morning, and I think that it's just important for us to JCPS, if they see a program that's working, stick to it.
Yes.
Hold teachers and schools principals accountable to make sure that we're sticking with the programs that work.
Yeah.
So I
and
love
introducing
that.
new
And
relevant programs.
Yes, as well.
Like yours.
Right.
Definitely.
And then we can cut out some of this payout.
Yeah, I mean,
And someone, like in the comments, they something as simple as they can include in the morning announcements to be kind and respectful to each other. Those daily planting a seed. If you keep planting seeds, they'll grow.
But us as parents have to do that too.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Daily affirmations. Speak. You know what I'm saying? I put on my Facebook Saturday this morning. Y'all speak love into y'all kids.
Every day, yes.
Yeah,
not just this morning, but every day.
morning.
Speak love into y'all kids.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, just speaking as a parent, first off, before I even address JCPS, we have to start doing pop-ups. We have to start being a part of the school. Like, we have to start showing up. Sequoia knows my kids go to the school that she works at, and I'm there so much that they offer me a job. Like, that's how much I'm there. Like, do you want a job? Like, the students love me. They know when I'm coming. They like, oh, there go AJ's mama. So it starts with us too. So I mean, my kids seeing me come to school shows that I care about what's going on in their class. I mean, and I'm not saying every parent has that opportunity because of jobs and where we work and stuff. But if you get a day off, as soon as you get vacation, 30 minutes out of your day just popping up, even if it's just at lunch, that makes a difference in a child's day at school. And also, you never know the other kids that you touch. I mean, they surround me. They love me at that school. And then, so if I can address JCPS, I would say treat them like they're yours.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
If you could treat them like they're yours, because you don't want anybody hurting your child, or if you have kids, because I know a lot of my kids' teachers hadn't even had children yet, but treat them how you would want someone to treat your child. When I send my child to you, I'm expecting for you to protect my child and treat my child like they're this valuable little, and I know that you have 24 to 25 students in a class. I get that. But when you see it, call it. When you see it, call it. Protect them like they're yours. Treat them like they're yours. Don't allow another kid to, I mean, I know you can't stop everything, but if it's happening, let me know. Like they said earlier, it should be no reason why my child comes home and I see his black eye. I have to see that he has a black eye when he gets home. Why didn't you guys call me and tell me? Y'all call me when he's flipping over tables and stuff. Why didn't y'all call me and tell me that he hurt his face and his eyes?
Because if it's discipline, if your child is the one who is wrong, you will hear from him before you will hear about your child being victimized.
They don't want you to come pick your child up. They don't want you to come get them.
Yeah. So that's all I had to say. Treat them like they're yours, JCPS. I'm watching.
I guess what I wanted to say is it's not all JCPS. I do want to acknowledge that, like, Sequoia, you being here, there's educators like you, there's administrators like you.
Yes, absolutely.
I want to encourage you all to just, step more out and talk to parents, reach out to them, just send them an email and say, oh, Johnny's doing great, or this is what I'm seeing, but make this more a collaborative effort. And then for JCPS as a whole, the Van Hoos building, I want you to relook at the programs that you have that are currently involved and see, are they working?
Mm-hmm.
Are they answering the mission is what you all would like to do?
Mm-hmm.
Because times are changing, our kids are changing, and as that happens, we have to make sure that we are keeping up with the change. And so making sure that everything you provide to these families, it's necessary, but some things we're gonna have to change because of the time that we're in. And so I hope that as a parent, as a mental health provider, if there's any way we can collaborate and just get more parents at the table and a part of the conversation, I just want to put that out that I am there as an advocate as well. And I just want to make sure that we all know this is our community. We all play a part.
Can't wait to call you. Don't do that.
Let's see what he. Go ahead. Hello.
Hello,
Yes.
is this Blazing or Blazing Sister? There's someone that knows Blazing.
No, I don't know who this is.
Talk about bullying?
I don't know who it was. If they call back, we'll ask again. Go ahead.
Okay, from a parent's perspective, I feel like we should definitely have a personal relationship. Like I literally I will go to pop up, and then also I send emails to my to the teachers, and like you guys also said, the teacher when I come to pick up my daughter KJ, she's like, oh, I'll be like, how was KJ today? She's like, oh, she had a better day today, but I said, well, I told you to call me.
Yeah.
You could have called me and I could have nipped that in the bud right there.
Yeah, you might.
What I say.
Don't wait until I'm picking her up, because now I can't even get on her for what she did, because she went through the whole day. Now I have to explain back.
That's good. Like more initiatives without follow up are not effective.
Yes, I have to go.
There's no
back
point in having a
through.
plan.
She doesn't and she won't understand. Oh, but Mama's getting on me about something that
She don't even remember she did.
Yeah.
Right, she's gonna be like, but Mama, this and that, and then on top of that, also as a teacher, some of the things that the kids do, if it's one child that's always in trouble, and another child messes with that child, and they're always going to continue to pick on that child.
Right.
They're always going to say, hey, that child, just because today he bothered him, but he's always messing with people.
Yeah.
So they're going to always go, don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Check into it all.
And so, like, to end the conversation, I want to have one more question that I put to you all. So we talked about some things that we feel like parents can do, that community partners can do, and so back to the Charles Bridges family. So when you have done all of this, you're present, you're active, you speak life into your child, you have open dialogues with the teacher and the administrators, and the system still fails. And I just want us all, and then we'll be out of here. And Anna, I'm gonna let you go first because I want you to speak to the loss that they're experiencing right now. And so, for a mother and a father who have done everything that they could possibly do to help their child in a situation like this, how do we get beyond? They've done their part, you know what I mean? And so how do we help them right now that they've done their part, they've done all the suggestions that we've made, they have actively been walking this thing out, they trusted the system, and now they have lost their son. And I would like for us,
I don't know if I would be able to be in front of
Absolutely.
people
yeah,
and sharing story. And she went to church the next day. You know?
Twice.
Yes.
Sure.
Twice.
So,
Mm-hmm.
I really and truly admire her, but I wonder what she needs.
Yeah.
I wonder what she needs, and the thing that comes to my mind is grieving.
Mm-hmm.
She needs that,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know when that's going to be for her.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just want to make everyone involved that is supporting that family, that when she does grieve, just let her grieve.
Let her grieve.
Yeah.
Let her grieve. I know right now she's feeling like I have to support my child and tell this story, but she's going to need to grieve at some point in time, and it's on us to make sure that we allow her to do that, and also not judge her for not grieving right now.
Absolutely.
Because
Right.
grief looks different to everybody.
Yeah.
And so just know and trust that what she's doing right now is what's helping her get through, and then just being mindful that she's going to grieve.
Yeah.
And just let her do that.
We'll start here and then work down, okay? Go ahead. If you want to. You don't have to, but if you want to say something to Mrs. Charles and Mr. Bridges, you can say something to them.
I just want to say that I am praying hard for them. I don't know what it is like to lose someone as a little baby like that, but I am praying hard. It is something very, very hard and very, very close. So
Yeah.
When praises go up, blessings come down. Okay, no. I just want to say, like, I just really love you all, just how strong you are. I said something the other day where I said I couldn't imagine, but then I broke down because I can imagine, and I can the pain, like, it's shooting through me as if I have lost a child. I mean, it really hit me hard, and I mean, to where work is hard for me, like going to sleep was hard for me. I know the moment me and AJ woke up and we saw that, we were on it. What can we do?
Right.
What can we do? Let me call Ashley. Let me figure this out. We've got to do something. Let's reach out to other women that we know would like to say something. We have to speak on this. So I just want to tell you guys that I love you all. I'm praying for you guys. And if there's anything that Donations from the Heart can do for you all, please let us know. I would love to get their information as well.
Absolutely.
To be able to
I can
reach
get it
out
for
and
you.
do whatever that we can do.
And then I'm going to go to AJ, Sequoia, and then I'm going to go last.
Like y'all said, I just can't imagine. So my deepest condolences go out to them. But I just feel like as a community, we need to get behind this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't sit here and not do anything. And I know, everybody's like, well, this is not new. This has happened, all over the world, but it's hit home now.
Yeah.
So it's time for us to do something, because just like it was 7, it could be any one of our kids. So I mean, we need to rally behind them. You know what I'm saying? They need us.
He looks like a kid we know.
Yeah,
that we all know.
We need to stand up and let just know that this is not going to be accepted. We can't lose another kid, because this didn't have to happen to 7. So
I want to say, Miss Tammy, I love you so much. You've always shown me so much love, and I love you, and I am praying so hard for you. And the Poise family is here for you, and I'll be reaching out to you as well and trying to figure out any way that we can help with what we do and raising awareness and supporting you all as much as we can. I love you so much. And like you all said, we have to lock arms, and we can't lose another child. So let's keep this conversation going. Thank you, Ashley, for this platform.
yes.
So I just want to say to Miss Tammy that your level of faith is the kind of faith that I prayed for.
Amen.
I can't imagine what you all are going through, or the strength that you have portrayed just in these last few days. But God, that's all I can think. And I feel like God equips us. And when I look at you as you are fighting this battle, it just shows me just how powerful He is. And so I pray your strength through this, and flood you with prayers with everyone else, because I know you have so many people. And so I ask everyone to continue. Don't stop praying, or don't stop looking for this story after a week or 2 or next month. This is an uphill battle that they're about to fight when it comes to making sure that they get justice for their child. Right. And so I pray that you get that justice. I hope that you get some type of resolve, and I don't even know what that would look like, because when you lose your child, I don't know, but I hope that people are held accountable, and people acknowledge some ways that they have failed you and your family, but most importantly your son. And so make sure that if you share this live, you use the hashtag that the family's using, which is 7strong. Again, I just want to emphasize how phenomenal the parents are, especially Tammy, but even more phenomenal that 7 was.
That's right. That's right.
And I said this in the beginning, and I want to repeat it just for the people who didn't see it. After being attacked and called the N-word, he chose to pray for his attackers.
Right.
Something that many of us can't say that we would do. And not only that, when given the opportunity where he could have publicly humiliated this child, he could have been malicious in the words that he used. When he had a platform on the news, he didn't. But what he said is, tomorrow will be a better day, and I hope we can still be friends. I pray that my son has a heart like that for those who hurt and harm him. And I think it's so much that we can learn just to be better people when we look at this story. So thanks for tuning in, and share this live. Keep the conversation going. I'll talk about this every week if y'all want me to. Inbox me and let me know.
Yes.
And thank y'all for tuning in, okay? Hey loves, welcome to Missionary Mack podcast, where I, along with my homegirls, talk about all things related to love, sex, singleness, self-improvement, and the pursuit of happiness. Each week we will discuss topics related to young professional women as we relate it to our everyday lives and some of our favorite pop culture, social media, and entertainment influences. The goal is to help you grow as we continue to work on becoming the best version of ourselves. You can check us out every Tuesday at 7 p.m. at 97thebfm.com. You can call in and discuss with us at 502-384-6483. Let's get into today's episode.